Tracy here. Today I thought I would share with you my newest pocket letter page, and if you are wondering why the view is a little bit different, the reason behind that is I was too lazy to clean off my desk in my scrapbooking room, so I am in the rec room filming this on the pool table that I overtook from my husband. You can probably check out one of my older videos and I discuss what I did and how I switched my husband's pool table into a giant work table for my friends and I to scrapbook on, but in a way that it is totally protected so nothing can go wrong with the pool table. If you see my setup right now, it's not very safe. I have my tripod on my tote bag with a weight on top of it. I should probably take a picture of it. And if I do, I'll share it right now. So onto this pocket letter. I am in a swap, and this letter didn't have a theme. We were just going to do whatever we wanted. So I decided to go with a spring-like theme for the fact that all of our snow is gone, which is so nice, and the birds are singing. It's a little chilly out today, but that's okay. I can handle that. The snow is gone. That just makes me happy. Now, everything I used in here is from my scraps, and actually this is from one of these kits from the Crop and Create. These are the leftover kits that I used. And this one particular kit, I think it was to make 4 double page layouts, or 2 I should say. That's 4 layouts, and I actually made 6, and then I had a whole bunch of leftovers. And as you can see, I saved all the little bits and pieces, and I was able to make not only 6 layouts but also a pocket letter page, and I could probably make a few more. So, like I had mentioned, I went with the spring theme. So these papers are so pretty, you don't really want to cover them up. So I just put some banners on here, and I'm going to put my washi tape in this pocket. And then this one here, I stamped the jar, and then I just punched out all these little butterflies and put them inside the jar. I would never catch butterflies and put them in a jar, but they look cute on paper. And then this, I just stamped this here, and one of these butterflies was actually in the kit, and then just with a marker I did the little trail of the butterfly, and then did a decorative punch on this paper here. And then this one here, I just did a banner and punched out one of those big Martha Stewart butterflies from her punch. And the same with this one here, I did a well, I don't know, is this a banner, a flag, a tag? A tab? I'm not sure what this is called. And I'm sure this is a banner, or a flag, one or the other, I'm assuming. So I just decorated those up. I'll show you that in a minute. And then this one here, I just used some white cardstock on here and added this pretty trim. Again, I punched it with the decorative banner. Did a stamped this banner, and just colored in the little hearts and added the cute little butterfly. And then this is just a piece of paper that matched. I thought it matched nicely with this paper, and then I put in one of the tags. There's a whole bunch of these tags at Michael's. I think when my husband and I went to the States, they were like 25 cents or 70. They were really inexpensive for a package of like 5. So I put that one in there, and I'll put my letter in there. That's why it says hello there. And then this one here, I'll put in some tags, and this is just a mirror image of this one here. And I will show you the back. And I just like to have a little bit of color to the back, and a lot of the papers had white backgrounds, so that's why I added some decorative paper here. I punched some butterflies out and just adhered them there, and then put a couple strips of paper here and here. And the reason I put this paper here and here was when I stamped, it bled through. And this big stamp too, the jar stamp, it bled through the paper as well, so that's why I added that. And I'm going to show you what I put on the back, or what I put in for treats, but before we get to that, I'm going to show you this here. Now, when we were in the States, I always check out their Dollar Trees because you ladies find some really awesome stuff in there. And what I did see were these pretty cards, and they're blank, which is great. So I thought they would go really good for those flip pages in these pocket letters. So what I did was I cut down to the size I needed, and then you just fit it in here like that. So I didn't have to add the washi tape. You can still do that if you wanted for decorative purposes, but with my other flip pages, I use the washi tape here to adhere the two pieces of paper together. But I thought this was pretty cool to just use part of a blank card. And then inside, I just stamped the right now questions and answers, the watching, and I wrote birds in my backyard, yay! Listening to the birds singing. Reading, I just finished this book, Living Dead Girl, which was my daughter's. I was running out of the house to camp, and I thought, oh, I have to read a book this month. And as we were driving to camp, it's about a 2-hour drive, the first page I realized I had read this book already. And actually, it only took me 2 hours to read because I was finished it when we got to camp. Would I recommend it? I'm not sure if I would recommend it. It depends on your reading. It's a little disturbing. And then the next question is eating, and I wrote, I'm eating healthier, at least I'm trying, and loving the warmer weather. And what I did was I just used my recipe card, and my daughters for Mother's Day bought me a vintage typewriter. I'll show you a picture of that right now. And that's what I used to type all that up. So that is the front of my pocket letter, and I will put the goodies in the back, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm putting in here. So here is what I added to the back, and these chocolates keep falling out of my page protectors. I think they want me to eat them. So the first thing I did was in this one here where it says life is good, I added some chocolate because chocolate is always good. I don't know how about these ones. I'm not sure how good they taste, but I thought they were really fun because, let me just share with you, this is like a Canadian dollar, which we call a loonie, because there's a loon on the front of it. I don't know. It's kind of shiny. Here is a real loonie of ours, just so you can see the different sizes. And yes, it's pretty accurate, except we have the Queen on the other side, and they have another loonie. And just to share with you, not only do we have a loonie for our dollar, we also have a toonie, which is our $2 coin, and I hear they're going to try and do that with the $5, which I really hope they don't, because these collect a lot in your wallet and they get really heavy after a while. So just thought I'd share a little bit of a Canadian lesson with you on our money. So that's what I did with this one. This one here has the jars in it. So I stamped and punched out a whole bunch of these jars so she can color them in or add stuff inside of them, whatever she wants to do. And then this one here is the washi. I added some washi tape, and like I had mentioned before, I just used this clear packaging. I think I got them from Dyes or something like that. I don't know, the clear packaging. And I save all that stuff because I'm a hoarder. So I just cut them to the size and then wrap my washi tape around there so it's easy enough for them to take it off and use it. And then on this one with the tags in it, or the banner, this one I put in my envelopes. This one here I added a mail tag, and I write the same things in all of my mail tags, but if I was going to swap again with the same person, I'd of course change them up. So my questions for the mail tag are: 1, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? The second one, what do you have to do every day? And the third one, if you could only do one craft or hobby, what would it be? This is the hardest question for me because I have loved to do so many different kinds of crafts. I would like to say paper crafting, just for the fact that includes scrapbooking, smashbooking, card making, pocket letters, journaling, art journaling, anything to do with paper. So there's a wide range to that. But I would still have to say my sewing and my woodworking. So that's a hard one for me. But if I had to pick only one, I would say paper crafting. And then on the back of this one, I just added some sticky notes, and it says today's list, and it has lines on it. It's really hard to see through the pocket letter, but it's on this craft cardstock. And then here I added some of my little miniature tags because they're so cute. And then here I added my letter. And I have been looking, seriously, every time I put chocolate in there, it wants to fall out. It wants me to eat it. Anyway, as I was saying, I have been looking all over for some really pretty writing paper, and I can't find any. I remember when I was younger and I used to write to my girlfriends, there was all types of notepads that you can buy with little pretty flowers or characters on it. I can't seem to find them right now. So what I did was I just used regular note paper, and then I added some washi tape on the top just to decorate it up a bit. And then in here I added a little banner kit. And I put it on this one because it has a little banner up there. So what I did was I just punched out a whole bunch of this same papers that I used in her pocket letter and added some string so she could make her banners with them. So there it is. There is my pocket letter for Tara, and I hope she really enjoys it. Now I'm going to wrap it up, and I will share that with you when it's all ready to be mailed. So here is how I packaged up Tara's pocket letter. And what I did was I used, again, one of those big doilies, and I just spritzed it up with some mists in the pink color to match the pocket letter. And I made her name in a banner. It was a nice short name, so it was able to fit in the banner. And at first I was going to add a string and attach the banner pieces on the string, but then I decided against that. But what I did do, just in case she wants to use the doily after, is I used the two-way glue pen from Zig, and when you put it on and let it dry, it becomes repositionable. Now it works great if you're wanting to glue paper to paper, it'll stay right away. But if you don't attach the papers right away and just let it air dry, it becomes repositionable glue. So that's what I did on the backs. I just added a little blob on each of her banners here, let it dry, and then put it on. So it's supposed to be repositionable. I'm not taking it off to double check. If she wants to reuse the banner, or sorry, if she wants to reuse the doily, then she can do that, and hopefully that works out. So again, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a very creative day today. Bye now.
That I just can't seem to let go. That time doesn't hesitate, and our hands won't slow.